What's up guys, you got pokeaim here, and today we are back on Pokemon Showdown for another episode of Road to Top 10 in the RU tier. Now this episode is actually a bit special because you might not know it from the people that are watching on their computers or iPhones or whatever, but I'm actually streaming this episode live. So if you guys want to catch me streaming Wi-Fi battles, Road to Top 10s, giveaways, etc., maybe team building as well, just follow me on Twitch, on twitch.tv/pokeaim. The link will always be in the description. So, and I might actually do face cam lives sometime, whatever. Anyway, thank you everybody for the continuous support, the likes, the comments. You know I do appreciate it. I always stress that I do appreciate it. It helps out my channel. And yeah, let's get into the team. So today's team is a hyper offensing spike stacking team. Of course, that's my favorite playstyle, and it was given to me by my boy New Breach. So shoutouts to him, and let us look for a battle. I'm not going to pause it at all just because I am streaming and I'm recording it live from my stream. But I guess I can just, you know, talk. On this team, it's a pretty outdated team, I'm not going to lie. This was one of the first teams that Kevin made, or New Breed. Kevin made back during the beginning of X and Y RU. So not that long, maybe a couple months back. I think RU's only been around, or even the RU beta. But it's only been around for a little while. But yeah, we're just going to be searching for a battle. If anything, I'll just cut these out when I actually start looking. But the server's just been reset, so it's understandable that I might not get an RU battle right away. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, awesome, awesome. We have found a battle versus Eon X, of course. I saw his comment. I'm going to put this real quick. Hey, broski. But yeah, we got a battle versus Eon X. I actually know him. His team is hella scary, as he does have a Rapid Spinner in him only. Moltres is definitely a big threat to my team. And yeah, let me hit him up with a timer, even though I just said hey. Nice and rude. And let's see how this goes. I'm definitely leading off with my Quillfish, as you know I have a spike. I can prevent his Stealth Rocks from one of these two Pokemon. And I'll be able to get up that spike no matter what. I also could go for T-Spikes. T-Spikes would help versus Jolteon, Hitmonlee, etc., etc. Hitmonlee's a bit of an annoyance, but it is his Rapid Spinner, and Deblade basically comes in for free versus that. But yeah, he's taking a little while to pick his moves. I'm thinking he's going to be leading off with Moltres if it is Scarf. Jolteon's also a good lead, expecting my Quillfish. He does end up leading off with that Jolteon. Cool, cool, cool. I can just go for a spike right here, as what he can do easily is just Volt Switch out into Moltres and go for U-turn if he is Scarf, but then he would reveal that he is Scarf. To be honest, I could just go for Explosion, forget the spikes and get rid of Moltres, but it's too late now. He has a Life Orb variant, so after this spike I can actually knock him out with +2 Shadow Sneak, and the Blade has a lot of fun versus his team as long as I play smart around Moltres. Another Pokemon that has fun is also my Delphox. There's a hell of a lot of people here. Like I said, I am streaming though, guys, but he ends up going on to Druddigon. What I can do is I'm just going to taunt that thing, to be honest. Do I lose anything by taunting it? Nah, he doesn't have Stealth Rocks. He has Stealth Rocks on this. I'm just going to go for Explosion. I'm not expecting him Stealth Rocks, as he ends up going for Fire Punch. Yeah, so I can now go out into my Abomasnow. He's definitely going to go out to Bronzong, but I don't lose anything by going for the Ice Shard anyway. Just based on the fact that that Explosion did that much, I really am not expecting him to, you know, be a Rock variant. But what I can do is just Mega Evolve and go right for the Ice Shard as he ends up going out to Bronzong. Bronzong is annoying, definitely, but it's basically a free switch for my Deblade. Then again, at the same time, I don't want it to be wearing down, so I'm actually going to go out to my Rhyperior. That way I can get out my rocks, and also if he wants to break my Deblade like he ended up doing, pretty nice for me, I can just go right for the Rock Blast right here. I don't care if he HP grasses or he U-turns out, because I do have a lot of special defense on this thing. So ends up going back out to Bronzong. This can't really threaten me bar Toxic. Gyro Ball isn't really going to be doing too much, neither is Earthquake. He ends up getting up his rocks though, and what I can do is actually go for the Roar, because I will be forcing him out. I don't care if he Toxics me or Gyro Balls. I just want to force him out into Moltres to take unnecessary damage from the Stealth Rock. Also, if I force him out into Hitmonlee, that'll be pretty nice for me as well. But he ends up going for the Earthquake though. It does nothing, as I do end up forcing him out into his Druddigon, which unfortunately does not go down to the Hail. I'm actually going to go for Roar again, as unfortunately for him, he misses the Iron Tail. And I do end up forcing him out into Moltres, so that is definitely nice for me, as I will be able to take HP Grasp from this thing, and I can just knock him out with a Rock Blast. What he probably will do, though, is go back into Druddigon as fodder. Unfortunately for him that he missed the Iron Tail. I can't do anything about that, though. I'm actually going to go for Roar, as he does end up going back out into Druddigon, but that's more than likely Scarf Moltres, as he already took the Stealth Rock damage that I need. That way I can knock him out with the Blade Shadow Sneak at +2. Ends up going out to Hitmonlee. I do not want to risk him rapid spinning away, so I'm gonna switch out to my Doublade, as I'm actually gonna go for Earthquake. I lied to my stream right there. That way, I lied to my stream just in case he was watching. But I'm gonna go for Earthquake, expecting him to want to knock out my Doublade. And now my hazards are here to stay, which means that Moltres is dead, and I'm pretty sure I kind of win the game right here. So he ends up going out into his Jolteon. I can just sack this thing. I don't even know if he can knock me out with a Life Orb Hidden Power, as yeah, that's kind of weak this gen. If it was still 70 base power. But my stream is actually going crazy that I lied to them. Not bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You're all my friends. I can just sack my Rhyperior to this Bronzong. Actually, I can find out if he has Heat Proof, so I'm going to go for Earthquake, as he is immune to it. So yeah, that's completely fine by me, because at this point, Delphox just comes in and cleans up the game. So what I'm going to do is go for the Fire Blast, as I can knock out the Bronzong easily. Life Orb Delphox just coming through. And I can actually just set up on this Aromatisse, or I can just go for 2 Fire Blasts, to be honest. It doesn't matter if I miss 90 times, because I do still have Doublade that can just win the game. So I'm just going to go for Calm Mind, even if he... oh yeah, my fault. Chimpack pointed out that Bronzong did not take spikes. So yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. This is proof that I do ladder at like 2 o'clock. Stop getting the special attack drop. But it doesn't matter. He's just putting me in Blaze anyway. This is proof that I do ladder like at 2 o'clock in the morning, because it is 2 a.m. while I am streaming. But I'm going to go for one more. That way his Moonblast will knock me into Blaze range, as he actually ends up going for Wish. I don't care. It doesn't matter, as Moonblast will knock me in the Blaze range, and he's going to die. So goodbye. And Moltres just goes down to Stealth Rock. So yeah, good game, broski. And let us look for another battle. We got another battle versus Warm Diaper. This guy has a Defogger, which is a bit annoying, but he actually gets messed up by Toxic Spikes. So I'm gonna lead off with Quillfish. The good thing about Quillfish is, well, the good thing about my team is he doesn't defog for free versus anything, and Quillfish has Taunt and Explosion, so I can prevent the defog. Gonna lead off with it, so I can get up my Spikes and Toxic Spikes, as he ends up leading off with a Abomasnow. That's pretty cool. Again, I could just get up a T-Spike. I could also go for Boom, but he's just going to Mega Evolve and go for like Wood Hammer or something. The Wood Hammer would not knock me out. He could also switch out, I guess, but that's stupid. But he ends up going for Earthquake, which actually puts me in range of Ice Shard from him. I'm positive it puts me in range. I could Cactus, but I don't care. I'm just going to go for Explosion anyway. I'm just going to go for the Explosion anyway, as he ends up being able to take me out with the Ice Shard. But now I can go out to my Delphox. He does have Slowking, which can easily come in. I could predict that if I wanted to, but I actually want to see what type of set he is. He also does have Cresselia, which is annoying. I don't mind. Actually, I'm going to fire off a Fire Blast, just to see what he wants to go out to first, yeah. As he ends up going out into Cresselia. And I get the burn. Nice. That's nice. That's definitely nice. I'm not sure what variant he's running. I don't want to get messed up by a T-Wave variant, and if anything, if I want anything to be slower, it's going to be my Abomasnow. So I'm just going to go out to Abomasnow right here. I guess Rhyperior is fine too. Yeah, Rhyperior is fine, because I can get up my rocks. As he ends up going for Moonlight. And what I can do is just go for my rocks right here. He does have a Abomasnow, which could come in. Also Slowking. I'm actually going to go for... He ends up... Whoa! No! Did not see that coming, guys. That's actually pretty annoying. Let me put that, not for Eon, because he's not talking. He's a bro anyway. That's actually crazy. But I'm just gonna go for Roar, as he ends up going out to Golbat. I was kind of expecting that, because he can easily defog for free, and I am able to get the nice damage on his Slowking. So I see leftovers on this thing. I don't really want to go out to a Bomb Snow because he can just as easily go for the Fire Blast. This is actually a threat. I could just sack this and go for Roar. Yeah, I'll go for Roar again as he actually ends up pulling the switch back out to Golbat. I'm completely fine with this. He's probably like, what is going on? But that's nice. I'm preventing the defog, which I'm completely fine with. And he actually has no switch-ins to... Yo, he has no switch-ins to Abomasnow. I think I can go for Rock Blast right here. I don't care. He's not going to go out to Golbat now, but I just want to get off the damage on him anyway. That way I can go out to my... Ooh, Trick Room. Nice. Is this an RMT? That actually makes him a threat. But then again, I just win with the Blade. The Blade smacks his team as long as I weaken Rhyperior just a bit. I don't want to switch out. I'm just going to go for Roar as he can knock me out with Scald. Like I said, I really did not want to switch out. And I believe I can just go right out into my Blade and click Shadow Sneak. He doesn't really have a switching bar Rhyperior, and I get to find out if he's Choice Banded or not, which I believe he is. I have to click Shadow Sneak anyway, as I can knock him out. I'm actually surprised he really stayed in because that was a threat to a lot of my Pokemon. But he ends up going out to Golbat now. I don't think he can live in Iron Head, especially because, yeah, it's all that damage it took. So he basically just sacked his Golbat, which means my hazards are here to stay. And he wasted another turn of Trick Room, so completely fine with that. As I have to switch out into my Abomasnow right now. I don't want to take an Earthquake. I did a lot. I did a hell of a lot. As what I can do is just Mega Evolve and go for the safe Blizzard. I believe I will be able to outspeed him because I am running a lot of speed EVs, and I don't get the speed drop until what's it called? Until I Mega Evolve. So now I'm at 99 speed. Before I was at 150 something. That way I could speed creep Rhyperiors before. So what I'm gonna do is I don't want to switch out to my Blade directly. I have no reason to, so I could just spam Blizzard right here as he actually goes for knockoff, expecting my Blade. See, that's why I didn't want to go directly into my Blade, because it is my win condition. So no reason at all to let it take unnecessary damage. I'm just doing the plays that I have to do to win. So I'm gonna go for Ice Shard right here as he ends up going for the Shadow Sneak. Does pitiful damage as basically my hazards are here to stay. His biggest threat is this Cresselia. I'm glad he Psycho Shifted me before. As what I can do is just go right for the Blizzard as he ends up going for the Psychic and doing pitiful damage. So he's just going to recover. He's just going to Moonlight right here, but I lose nothing by going for Blizzard. I think it has a 30% chance to freeze too, so if I get the freeze, I'll go for it. I don't care. As actually, I can just go out to my Hitmonlee and just spam knockoff. I want to get rid of this thing's leftovers. That thing is actually pretty annoying. I'm actually surprised it has... I want to know what its moveset is. Is it... It's not Rest because he has Moonlight. But I got rid of that thing's recovery. Definitely nice. Another reason why I did that was because now I can go right back out into... my Abomasnow, set up the Hail once again, and limit his Moonlight recovery. So... what I can do now is just go right for the Ice Shard, getting off a bit of damage as he is able to knock me out with that. And I don't think this thing can status me in any way unless Thunder Wave, so I can just go right for Shadow Claw. Like I said, I already limited his recovery, and he has no switch-ins, and I do outspeed his Mega Abomasnow because of my speed creep on my Blade, as he actually ends up going out to his Mega Abomasnow right now. I actually don't want to risk him running enough. Even if he does outspeed me, the best thing he can do is hit me with Earthquake anyway, so there's no point in me talking about what I was about to say. So either way, all he did was take more Stealth Rock damage with his Cresselia, and he actually ends up forfeiting. So good game, dude, and let us look for another battle as we actually found one right away. I've played this guy a bunch of times. This is actually a battle I might lose. This is actually a scary battle. I'm gonna lead off with my Quillfish, as like I said, I can taunt chat. Plus, just putting this because I don't want anybody to be able to talk unless they have like moderator. Like the first two people actually have moderator, but either way, actually ignore spectators too. Sorry, friends. But either way, I'm just gonna lead off with my Quillfish. I don't care if he is watching the stream right now. What is this? So I'm not battling anybody, guys. I'm recording Road to Top 10. Yeah, I'm only getting 7 points. What's going on? But this guy has a pretty threatening team. He ends up leading off with his Amistar. Completely fine by me. I'm just going to hit him with a taunt. That way he can't get up. Actually, he's just going to go for Scald. I'm just going to go for Spike. As he ends up going for Scald. Yeah, like I figured. And right now I can just go for the taunt, preventing him Stealth Rocking, as he doesn't try and go for Stealth Rocks. And I can just go for another Spike. As basically that allows me to go for Explosion, break his Sash. I don't care if he actually ends up switching out into his Blade at this point. I really don't. I already broke its Sash with my, well, I broke it with my Hazards, but I ended up breaking it again, so. Unfortunately, Taunt wears off. What is its speed? I am going to go out into my Hitmonlee, as I can definitely threaten this thing. I don't believe it can take... How much does knockoff do, actually? I'm going to calc this real quick. Calc this real quick on stream. Hitmonlee. I am adamant, but I'm not Life Orb. I'm going to give it a Flame Plate. Amistar, -1 defense. It's holding an item. Yes, it is. It's holding an Adamant Orb, whatever. This is Hitmonchan. Hello? Hitmonlee. Knockoff does 48 to 56%, so I'll go for a safe close combat. No reason to, is he watching my screen? Do I have to go for close combat? Why does he have Amistar, but then he has 2 Defoggers right here? I'll go for close combat. Yep. As I risk nothing by it. I have close combat and high jump kick, that way I don't have to risk misses and stuff like that. And I just prevented his Stealth Rock. So unless he has Stealth Rocks also on his Gligar, Sharpedo, not Sharpedo, whoa, on his Gligar, I'm pretty sure there'll be no Stealth Rocks against me this battle. And Sharpedo is the biggest threat to my team. Easily the biggest threat to my team. I don't know what I'm going to do for that, actually. Ends up going out to his Amoonguss. I actually want to go the... This is hard. I don't think he's going to go for Spore because my switch into Abomasnow is kind of obvious. So I'm actually going to go out to my Delphox. Even if he does go for Spore, I'm completely fine with that. As he ends up going out to his Braviary. Like I said, I'm fine with this. I do have Rhyperior that I can easily switch into. So, yeah, like I said, I do have Rhyperior that I can easily switch into. But I'm actually not going to do that. As if he is Scarf, he can't knock me out because Delphox is hella bulky. And I will be able to knock him out with the Blaze boosted Life Orb Fire Blast. So that's a big threat to my team gone. Like I said, I didn't want to go directly into anything that can really... now he ends up going out to his Blade. I can just go out into my Rhyperior, as I can take his attacks. And what I can do is... hit him with an Earthquake. He does have Gligar, but I don't know if I'm expecting him to want to go out to that thing right now. Yeah, I'm going to go for Earthquake just in case he wants to attack me, as he ends up going out to his Gligar. And I guess we'll find out right here if he does have Defog. As he ends up going for Swords Dance. Stop it. So he goes for Swords Dance. That is a threat. That's a threat. That's actually a really big threat to my team. But he ends up going for Swords Dance again, so I'm able to force him out into Sharpedo now, which is even bigger threat to me. I don't know if he's special or physical. The way he's going for Swords Dances, I think he is physical. But I don't want to lose this unnecessarily, so I'm actually going to do is pull the switch into Delphox as fodder. As he is physical, but he has 0. And when I say 0, I mean 0 switch-ins to Mega Abomasnow at this point, especially with those hazards up. So what I can do is just go right for the Blizzard. Knocks out Gligar, knocks out Amoonguss. It will do a hell of a lot to the Blade, especially with the hazards up. I guess he didn't have Taunt or didn't expect Roar. A lot of Rhyperior do run Protect, so that makes sense why he might not have been able to might not expected the Roar, basically. And someone actually noted in the stream, yes, Braviary does also have access to Defog. But just looking at his team, I don't think he would have Defog with just the way his team is made. I really doubt he would have Defog just because he has Sash lead, Sash Suicide lead Amistar. So able to knock out the biggest threat to my team, in my opinion, which is his Sharpedo. The only thing that I was worried about, to be completely honest, and he does end up going out into his Blade. I have a pretty safe switching with my Rhyperior right here, as he ends up going for Iron Head. Cool play on his part. I believe he has to hope for flinches, but as you guys can see, Hail did hit me first because I speed creep on this Rhyperior. So I actually speed creep the Blade, who speed creeps. So I would have been able to, you know, basically hit him before he hit me with another Iron Head, but ends up going out to Gligar. Not really a counter, as I can just go for Roar. Even if he does have Taunt, that's fine. I do have Blizzard with my Abomasnow, and Roar is just going to be helping me out in the end, as I'm going to have these hazards just racking up. And if I force him out into Blade, I believe with Hail, he's only limited to one more switching after that. So he tries to go for SD. I don't think he can hit me, to be honest, as I actually do end up forcing him out into his Blade. And like I said, with Hail, he is going to go down. So this really isn't in his favor, as I can knock him out with the Earthquake. And he can just go out into his Amoonguss. But doesn't matter at this point, because I believe I just win with my Mega Abomasnow, as I can just go for Earthquake. I don't care if he knocks me out. Yeah, I really don't care if he knocks me out. That's physically defensive too. So he goes right for the Giga Drain. Not able to knock me out. Like I said, Rhyperior with Solid Rock is a really good special wall, as he ends up going for Spore for some reason. Wait, why? I really don't understand why. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm gonna go out to Mahimonly just in case he wants to pull a switch into Gligar, because I will be able to knock out its Evilite, and what I can do is knock off its Evilite, and what I can do is actually threaten it. Yo, I'm getting hoarse, nice and hoarse. I can threaten it with the Ice Shard after that. And Gligar is weak. Like, offensively, Gligar is weak. So it's actually a threat, though, if it continues to set up. Will I lose to this Gligar, even though it doesn't have like any attacks necessarily? I don't think I'll lose to it, because I run a lot of attack on this Abomasnow. I don't want to risk bringing in Abomasnow, though, on the on his Earthquake or something, just in case he gets a crit. I'm actually gonna go for SD right here. That way I can threaten him with Shadow Sneaks. Yeah, that way I can threaten him, and if he does want to go for another SD, that's fine. I really, really doubt +4 Gligar can even knock out the Blade, and I don't even know what his set is. He's definitely a Baton Pass, SD Roost, Baton Pass, Earthquake maybe? I don't know, but I'm going for SD anyway, as I believe I'll be able to heavily damage him to the point where I can just knock him out with any attack from my Abomasnow. By any attack, I mean Ice Shard, so he's thinking hard about this play. Will be revealed right here if he actually does have, like, maybe Rock Polish or Earthquake. If he has Rock Polish, that means he has no attacks. So he ends up switching back out into his Amoonguss right here. I guess revealing that Gligar really can't do crap. And I can go for Iron Heads. It'll probably live it. Oh, wow. The Blade is powerful. Never mind. I was just thinking about based on the damage that Earthquake did, but this is +2 to Blade, 350 attack invested. So he ends up forfeiting, and we are now at 1500s. Where are we on the ladder? Let's see where we are on the ladder. We are actually number 12 on the ladder, so we're really getting up there close to road to top 10. I have found another battle versus a really, really solid, annoying team, to be completely honest. The fact that he has Xatu is just, yeah, really annoying, especially to my team. But he has 0 for Abomasnow. Now when I say 0, he has 0. So I have to be careful with my Rhyperior, because this thing is a threat. I'm going to lead off my Abomasnow. Actually, I'm going to lead off with my Qwilfish, just because I'm expecting him to want to lead off with his Jolteon. And he could Volt Switch out, but maybe I can still try and get up a Spike. It really depends what he wants to do. Yeah, it really, really, really depends what he wants to do right here. I'm actually really, really close to top 10. I'm glad that I'm that close. I actually don't know how much time has gone by, because I'm going to be editing out a lot anyway, but he does end up leading off with his Jolteon. I believe I can just Mega Evolve and click Earthquake, as he has 0 switch-ins to that. And I lied that I was saying I'm leading off a Qwilfish, by the way, just in case this guy was on my stream. Can't trust no one, but yeah. He ends up going for Volt Switch. If he goes out into Emboar, I will be able to smack that. He doesn't go out to Emboar, so I guess the lies did not work, but Ends up going out to Embor. I got up a lot of damage on him. He has leftovers. That's a very interesting set. This guy also gets smacked by what's it called? Will-O-Wisp. Whoa. This guy gets smacked by my Doublade as well. As long as I can weaken his Seismitoad. So what I'm gonna do is go for Explosion right here. As he ends up going out to Xatu. There was no way I was gonna get up Hazards, and Explosion does a hell of a lot to him. As this is the biggest threat to his team. He has 0 switch-ins for this, so I think he's offensive just based on the damage he took. So just gonna go for the Fire Blast right here. I think he's gonna be forced to sack this Xatu. I really am thinking he's gonna be forced to sack this. The fact that Embor does have Will-O-Wisp helps me out a lot. Like, just knowing that helps me out. Because I'm definitely not going to be switching in my... I'm definitely not going to be switching in my Rhyperior anytime soon. So, ends up going out into his Seismitoad. I'm positive he's going to use this as a double switch into something. But I'll go for Grass Knot anyway. He's definitely going to use this as a double switch. But it's a what, though? Smack him with a Grass Knot, as he doesn't double switching back into Xatu. Will I take Rocky Helmet damage from this Grass Knot? Yes, I will. So he's trying to play around my Delphox. He's doing a reasonably well job. Flying. I think Psyshock can actually knock him out at this range of HP. I don't want to be wrong though. We're gonna calc this real quick. Yeah, I should just went with my gut. Delphox. Are you offensive? Calm mind. Xatu. Psyshock does 30 to 31. What is his spread though? If he's running 252, 252, I doubt he's running 252, 252, but 23 to 26. What is he at? This will die. He has 0 switch-ins for this anyway, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for the Psyshock right here. I really doubt he'll live, even if he is impish. So he ends up going back out into his Seismitoad. Works out for me, as I can threaten this thing with the Psyshock. And once again, just going to go for the Grass Knot. I don't care if he switches back out to Xatu. I want to prevent his rocks on the field. And I was able to get rid of his Seismitoad. So that's one less check he has for my Doublade. So ends up going out to his Fletchinder though. What I can do is just go right out into my Rhyperior, as he is going to go right for the Acrobatics. And I'm pretty positive he's either going to switch into Xatu or go for the Will-O-Wisp. Either way, I'm going for the Rock Blast, as he has 0 switch into that. So ends up going back out into Xatu, as I was able to hit that with one rock. One rock, only rock needed. That's crazy. As of now he can go out to his Mismagius. Do not want to stay in. Hitmonlee looking pretty expendable at the moment. So I'm thinking Hitmonlee is a safe switch. I can also get a pretty safe knockoff versus any one of his members. I don't care if he goes for Will-O-Wisp either, as he ended up going for the Shadow Ball. So maybe he's thinking he can knock me out. I'm thinking he might be leftovers, or maybe even Cobra Berry. Cobra Berry kind of makes sense. It's something I have used and seen. But yeah, I can just go right for a safe knockoff. If he's Scarf, okay, cool. I just figured out he's Scarf. If he is, actually ends up going out to his Fletchinder. Alright, so that does 36. See, Delphox is a threat, but if his Embor has Sucker Punch, it's not really going to be doing anything anyway. I'm going to go out to my Delphox anyway, though, as he ends up going for Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, that's why I use it as a pivot switch. I didn't want him to predict my Rhyperior, but at the same time, Rhyperior can still knock it out even if it does get burnt. So I'm going to use this as a pivot switch for my Rhyperior. Actually, that might be a bit predictable. I'll go for Psyshock. I don't care if he goes... Actually, I'll use it as a pivot, as he ends up going for double Will-O-Wisp. And he misses. Really, really unfortunate for him. Again, should have just went with my gut. But either way, I can just go for the Stealth Rocks right now, which will be helping me a lot. I don't know if he'll want to stay in at this point. But once again, Stealth Rock helped me out more in the long run than they're hindering me. So, and he won't be able to set up on me. Really unfortunate that he did miss the Will-O-Wisp. I can't do anything about that though. like I said, I should have went with my gut and went for side shock. But this is one of those games where I have the win as long as I play smart. So, he made a good play right there. Actually, I'm going to go for Rock Blast. I'm going to go for Rock Blast. Psych. Once again, lied to the stream. Went for Stealth Rocks. And, I'm just lying just in case. Because I don't want people to be watching and me to get, you know, to lose because of that. So, can I lose if I lose Hitmonlee? I probably can't. A Bomb Snow's looking pretty useless at this point. As I get to find out what item he's running. I actually don't. But either way, I'll be able to go for Ice Shard, just get off a bit of damage on him. As what I can do now is go right out into my Hitmonlee. I can go right out to my Hitmonlee and just click knock off. He has nothing that really wants to come in. Again, we'll find out if he is Scarf. I don't want to go out into my Deblade and have him be like some sort of Dark Berry. I really don't want that to happen. And he has 0 switch-ins. Jolteon could come in, get knocked off, and get knocked off by the second one. I guess Emboar could come in, but getting rid of that thing's leftovers is definitely nice for me. As it'll allow me to beat him 1v1. So, we'll see how that goes, though. Like I'm saying, my win condition is keeping Rhyperior alive. It doesn't even have... If it was burnt, you know, that would definitely be nicer for him. But if... I just need to keep it alive. And Deblade just wins the game. As long as I get up in SD versus... well, I can't get up in SD, but it's basically my insurance for winning the game. So, he doesn't end up having... He ends up being Choice Specs. I'm able to knock him out with the Shadow Ball. Oh, Shadow Ball. Wow, knockoff. Again, look at me. Always mixing up my moves. As in now he has the free switch into Fletchinder. But all he's going to be able to do is Roost, so it doesn't really matter. I have the Rhyperior that can just come right in and just threaten this thing over Rock Blast. Even if he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, that won't matter at all. As he ends up going right for the Roost. And like I said, it doesn't matter. This thing is ×4 weak to my attack, so I don't know how he can win right here. To be honest, I could just go for Earthquake, predicting Emboar to want to come in to take a Rock Blast, but even then Emboar is shaky, so yeah, he ends up missing another Will-O-Wisp. That's unfortunate. Rock Blast still would have knocked him out with 2 hits, which is the bare minimum, but again, that's really unfortunate for my opponent. Can't do anything about that though, like I said, and I believe the game was won by close combat from Hitmonlee anyway. He does have leftovers on his Emboar. Even if he does have Grass Knot, that doesn't matter. It won't be able to knock me out. But maybe with the residual damage from Burn, he would have been in a better position. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that, dude. Can't do anything about that, though. If you didn't want to miss, could have used Ember. Nah, that's messed up. But yeah, Earthquake will be able to knock him out as he ends up going for the Will-O-Wisp on me. Oh my god, the bulk. Whoa. Are you physically defensive, bro? This thing have Rest? I'm going to go for Roar. As it goes through his Protect. Did not see that coming, but it works out for me as I'm able to force him out into Jolteon. I did not see that Protect coming, but I actually thought he would Rest if he had it. But either way, I can just go right for the Earthquake, and I win the game with Deblade, which is basically my win condition from the beginning. Like I said, even if Rhyperior got burnt, I would have been able to deal with Fletchinder, but it's just unfortunate for my opponent that he was put in a situation where he literally couldn't do crap because I hacked him, so sorry about that, buddy. As this will probably be the last game, and he can't even touch me. As he gets special defense drop, that doesn't matter at all. And I will be able to knock him out with the next Earthquake, as because of this def drop, Burn is going to be able to knock me out, which is actually helpful for me. So what I'm going to do is just go right out into my Hitmonlee, and I don't think he has Sucker Punch, just because he has Protect Will-O-Wisp. I don't know though. But either way, going for Close Combat is my safest play. Like I said, that's why I have Close Combat and High Jump Kick. That way I don't have to force a miss. Or that way I don't have to miss and take 50% from this thing. So we'll see if he has Sucker Punch right now. And he does not have Sucker Punch, so that's going to be a good game. How much points did I get from that? I am 1 point away from top 10. I am literally 1 point away from top 10. Look at that. Alright, so we're going to get one more battle, and I believe we'll end it with that. Alright, so I got a guy that has one defogger in Skuntank, and he has a very annoying team. Just going to lead off with my Quillfish, and this will be the game that gets us into top 10, and if I lose, I'm just going to end the episode right there. So we'll see how it honestly goes, but yeah, basically this will be it. Let's see how I end up doing. Alright, he ends up leading off with Alamola. Completely fine by me. I get to get up spikes versus this thing for free, as he ends up going out to his Skuntank. What I can do is go for the taunt, just in case he wants to defog. Actually, gonna go for Toxic Spikes in case he doesn't go for defog right away. Yeah, he ends up going for the taunt, and what I can do is just go right for the explosion, as he doesn't end up switching out, and that blocks defog, and I get up a layer for this entire game. And I do have my Abomasnow, which can just come in and click Ice Shard at this point. He's probably gonna go out into his Escavalier, which would be fine. I'm completely fine with that. But I don't mind, as he actually ends up staying in, going for Sucker Punch. I guess the damage was fine, but I'll be recovering all of that due to Giga Drain on Alamola and Jolteon, as well as the fact that basically he's not going to be able to he's not going to be able to beat this with. I'll be recovering too much, so I don't know if I agree with that. But I'm going to go out to my Rhyperior right now, as I can take any hit he wants to go for, as he ends up going right for the Fire Blast, and I believe, is that Life Orb? He gets the burn on me though. I don't know how much that burn would have mattered, because he can just as easily go for the HP Grass right here, which I'm not going to allow him to do. So I'm going to pull the switch out into my Delphox just in case he does try and go for the HP Grass, as that is what comes out, and I will be able to go right for the Psyshock. I won't be able to knock him out, but if he doesn't go for Recover, he'll be in range of Ice Shard from my Moltres, so that's definitely nice for me. Or he'll go down, wow, as he ends up missing the Hurricane, so I'm completely fine by that because he got the burn on me. But then again, one does not make up for the other. But either way, I can go right for Psyshock once again. I'll be able to knock out Moltres. That's unfortunate that he missed. I guess it would have been... Watch Delphox put in work, because Delphox can now Fire Blast his Escavalier. That's unfortunate for him. Escavalier, though, wasn't really going to be a problem. Ends up going out into his Cobalion. I do have the Blade, which can just come in for free versus this thing. And at this point, Hitmonlee can just spam close combat as well. But I'm gonna go out to my Blade, as the Blade will be able to take it out. I don't know if I agree how he played his what's it called. I really don't agree with how he played his Skuntank. But I'm going to go out to my Rhyperior because I do notice leftovers, which means he shouldn't be able to knock me out, as he ends up baton passing out, I guess, into Cobalion. I really don't mind if he hits me with an attack, because if he doesn't, or if he ends up going out to Alamola, I can survive as a Scald and get up my Stealth Rocks, which will definitely ease me in this game. I don't know. I really, unless I mess up bad, I don't know how he's going to win. But we'll see, though. Pokemon is one of those games that you never know what's going to happen. The outcome isn't as clear just because of all the outside factors. So, ends up going out to his Cobalion right now. As, this could go for Stealth Rocks. I'm going to go for my own Stealth Rocks, as he ends up going for the Iron Head, getting a crit. Do I flinch? No, I do not. Pretty lucky for me. As, at this point, I believe I can go right out into my Delphox? Yeah, Iron Head, Volt Switch. I don't know if he has an attack to hit me. I'm going to go out to Delphox, I guess, risking it. But to be honest, I don't know. Wait, why didn't I click Hitmonlee? Okay, that was a choke on my part. I could have easily clicked Hitmonlee, but I'm gonna go for Fire Blast anyway, as he doesn't have Stone Edge. Yeah, that was a choke, guys. The smart play would have been going right out into my Scarf Hitmonlee, as he ends up sacking his Jolteon, and I'm actually wrong because I miss. No reason to. Actually, yeah, I go out into my Hitmonlee. It is one of my win conditions, but Blade actually just smacks his team, so as long as he doesn't paralyze me, he gets the crit and does not get the para, which means that I can knock him out with the close combat at this point. Actually, I'm safe to go for knockoff if he wants to go out into like his Alamola. A knockoff will also knock out Jolteon, and even if he does go out to Cobalion for whatever reason, the Blade just walls it at +1. So ends Ends up going out to Zalamola like I kind of expected. And that just basically is going to get wrecked by hazards. Plus, no, Joey likes to talk to himself. Are you kidding me? This stream is so stupid. Just kidding, friends. Hey, don't go banning people on my stream. Anyway, like I said, Zalamola is a really safe switch into this guy, as he really can't do anything, as he ends up pulling the double into Cobalion. Okay, all he did was make himself take extra damage. As like I said, the Blade is a really safe switch into this, as he ends up going for Volt Switch. So he's whittling me. The whittle is here. As the Scavalier just comes in. Right, so Hitmonlee wins with CC, but then again, the Blade just wins too. I'm getting whittled too. That's annoying. Actually, really annoying. I don't think I lose though by going for Shadow Claw just to get off damage. That way I can knock him out with CC. As unfortunately for him, I do get a crit. The crit did not matter as he would have been 2-hit KO'd, but yeah, basically by doing this, I ensure that I win with CC. Doublé was a win condition, but I didn't need anything other than the prior damage on these Pokemon, so it's basically, I think it's game at this point, as I have enough sacks for his Cobalion, so I can go right for the Shadow Sneak just to get off a bit of prior damage on this Cobalion before he ends up Volt Switching out or Iron Heading out. I don't know what he wants to do, as he doesn't go in for the Volt Switch. Once again, just giving me switch advantage, and he has no switches to a Giga Drain plus Ice Shard, so Zalamola can come in, but it's just going to get wrecked by the hazards and the fact that I knocked off its leftovers. Like I said, Giga Drain basically wins me the game. Cobalion can't come in on a Giga Drain plus any other attack, so he ends up going out to Cobalion now. To be honest, I just win with Hitmonlee, so I'll just go for the I actually live as close combat. That's crazy. But I just go for the Earthquake just in case. But I did not expect myself to live as close combat. So his last is Jolteon, and I will be able to knock that out with the Ice Shard. So yeah, a bit hacksy these last two battles. Sorry about that. But as you guys can see, I am now in the top 10 of RU. So this is the conclusion of Road to Top 10, the finale. Number 9, 1535. I probably could go for number 1, but I'm probably not going to do that. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you, stream, for coming out. And that's basically it. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And until next time, later.